Citizens of the Reject Nation, how's it going? It's John and Aaron Alexander, and we're back to watch a classic of British crime cinema. We're doing a Guy Ritchie joint today. It's time to watch Snatch. Aaron, are you excited?
Oh, mate, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
We want to watch. Snatch.
I've been snatched. I've been snatched. Thanks,
We're here
man.
now.
I appreciate you not just snatching me up wholesale. Subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell to get notified every time a British Guy Ritchie crime movie comes your way. You know, I've seen mostly later period Guy Ritchie movies. I have missed all the classics that truly make him what he is.
Likewise.
Your lock stocks, your snatches.
Oi!
Oi!
If you're trying to snatch up something, why don't you go snatch up one of these teas from rejectnationshop.com.
Segue. Oh, look at that segue, mate.
Got so many teas like these, like that.
There's also big thanks to the folks at Prep Art for cutting down these highlights. We very much appreciate their work.
Cheers
It's
to
a
the boys.
task. If you would like to get the full, uncut Snatch experience alongside Aaron and I, hear every bleeding swear word that gets bleeped out of the reaction highlights, come on over to patreon.com/TheRealRejects. Sync up with your own copy. We're watching from Disney Plus today. If you haven't already, check us out on the social media. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, wherever you get your social posts. We got a ton of exclusive, fun, and enjoyable content over there. I think we've covered all the main stuff. Aaron, are you ready to get snatched, mate?
Homelander done snatched my wife and killed me bloody son. Womp womp.
Maybe we'll see a baby Carl Urban. Who knows? Let's get into this thing. Roll the bumper. Matthew Vaughn production. That's right.
My name is Turkish.
Ooh.
Funny name for an Englishman, I know.
Statham.
Parents-to-be were on the same plane when it crashed. That's how they met. They named me after the name of the plane. Not many people are named after a plane crash.
Turkish Airlines.
That's Tommy.
Stephen Graham?
He tells people he was named after a gun, but I know he was really named after a famous 19th century ballet dancer.
Who's the dancer?
What do I know about diamonds? I was a happy boxing promoter until a week ago, and then, what do I know about diamonds?
What do you know about diamonds?
Well, we're gonna find out.
A lot of it wasn't meant to be taken literally.
What are we?
It's a nice story, Adam and Eve.
L'chaim.
It's bound with moral fiber. For asking a grown man to believe it, attractive.
Benicio.
Del Toro.
Well, what is it?
Dennis Farina. Let's go. R.I.P. I think.
It's a nice story.
It's just that. Just a story.
Brad Pitt.
I was so obsessed and I had no context back in the day.
The Septuagint scholars mistranslated the Hebrew word for young woman into the Greek word for virgin.
Oh my.
I can say I've never seen an intro done like this with going across TV screens.
That's fun.
It is fun.
So they came up with the prophecy, behold, the virgin shall conceive and bears a son.
Is that?
Benicio?
It's not every day a virgin conceives and bears a son.
It's true. Praise be the Lord.
Amen.
Lift up your hearts.
Just because it's written doesn't make it so.
Just because you feel it doesn't mean it's there.
You have kept us waiting for half an hour. Are you trying to give me heartburn? Mutti.
Mutti?
Yeah, you knew that was coming. Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
Very stylized.
There's
Wow.
that Guy Ritchie, yeah, editing and crazy camera work. Whoa.
My eye.
Nice.
Where is the stone?
Yeah, bring out that diamond.
It don't take one hit. I'm telling you. No, you can have it. You can have the info. I'm not getting hit with a gun over some shit that's not mine.
Ooh.
Nice. Beautiful gun though.
I know this music cue. They're not real Jews?
What?
Ugh.
Snatch.
Oh, whoa, Cousin Avi.
Snatch.
Get
Snatch
snatched.
the diamond. Get snatch the diamond. Go
Snatch it
snatch
up.
the diamond. Just snatch the diamonds. Just snatch.
Ooh. Oh, there's a Brad. Mickey. Haha.
Wow.
Hey. Oh, let's go, Vinny. Oh, 4 fingers. Turkish. Whoa.
Gorgeous George. Tommy.
Stephen Graham looks so young. Jason Statham does too, but Jason Statham somehow also looks the same. And Bullet-Tooth Vinny is just Vinnie Jones. Boris the Blade. God, I've heard so many of these names.
Doug the Head.
Whoa!
Ooh.
Bricktop.
You really don't see intros like this anymore. This hyper stylized, introducing all the characters from the top kind of thing.
Suicide Squad, man. Suicide Squad.
John, I don't know how to tell you this. The movie's almost 10 years old now.
Same, not to me. Watch it every week.
When you get to London, if you want a gun, call this number.
Interesting.
Boris.
Boris, he can get you anything you need.
Oh, let's put that to the test.
Sorry, I got a little nauseous.
Is he allowed to do that?
It's an unlicensed boxing match, Tommy. Not a tickling competition.
I'd like to see him in a tickling competition.
What's happening with those sausages, Charlie? Look at it. We're going to need a proper office. I want a new one, Tommy. You're going to buy it for me.
Why me?
Why not?
And I don't want to have my pants pulled down over the price.
What's wrong with this one?
What's wrong with having your pants pulled down?
Oh, nothing, Tommy. It's tip-top. Yeah, it's all arranged. You just got to pick it up. There's an address.
No.
It's a campsite.
You've got 10 grand, and it'd be nice to see change. What's happening with them sausages, Charlie?
5 mini sturkers.
What? It was 2 a minute ago.
It was 2 minutes, 5 minutes ago.
Well, ain't parkies, are they? Ain't parkies.
Pikeys?
What's a gun doing in your trousers?
For protection.
Yeah.
Protection from what? The Germans? What's to stop it blowing your buttocks off every time you sit down?
Cheddar Bob.
Better have the safety on.
Does that thing have a safety?
Heavy, innit?
Cannon. Whoa, nice.
Nice transition.
Boris the Blade or Boris the Bullet Dodger.
Wait a minute.
I don't know.
It's just impossible to kill the bastard.
Oh, we'll see.
Back to my partner, Tommy. Tommy runs the other business, the slot machines.
Let's go.
Tommy's a little preoccupied with protection at present.
He's in John Wick.
There's a reason for Tommy's newfound enthusiasm for firearms. Sooner or later, in the unlicensed boxing world, you're gonna have to deal with that reason.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
Bricktop.
You do your prayer, Governor. That's what you deserve, Mr. Polwood.
Pull your tongue out of my arsehole, Gary.
What?
Dogs do that. You're not a dog, are you, Gary?
No, I'm not.
What are you, Gary?
You do have all the characteristics of a dog, Gary. All except loyalty.
It's rumoured that Bricktop's favourite means of dispatch holds a stun gun, a plastic bag, a roll of tape, and a pack of hungry pigs.
Hate that. They'll eat anything.
You're a ruthless little Liam, I'll give you that. But I've got no time for grasses.
Oh, guy.
What the are you two looking at?
Not so tough now.
Just got to make sure you don't end up owing it, because then you're in his debt, which means you're in his pocket. And once you're in that, you ain't ever coming out.
It's dirty in there. It's lint. It's lint and other things.
Because everybody knows nobody takes a dive in my fights, unlike his.
Uh-oh.
I like my fights to finish prompt so we can get the punters out before the authorities find out.
Sure.
It's hard enough to make a living in the boxing world, so every now and then you got to do something that might not agree with your principles.
Like feed someone to the pigs.
Frankie has a diamond the size of a fist. I have told you it's in the briefcase connected to his arm.
Oh, no.
Americans can't know it was Russian.
Oh, of course.
You can never know.
Get somebody else to steal that stone. I just don't want it getting back to me. He's gonna stay in London only for a couple of days before he goes to New York. So move quick, okay? One more thing, it might help. He loves to gamble.
Focus. All right.
I gotta move the mailers and the 2 cranes here and get a better price. Couple of days.
Talk to my cousin Dougie.
Teach me how to Dougie.
Teach me how to Dougie.
Frankie. And what?
Oh, it's
Stay out of those casinos.
Don't go screwing it up, all right?
I hear you, Avi. I'll see you, Avi.
Okay. So they really are Jewish.
86 carats.
Where?
London.
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 London?
Yes.
London? London.
Fish, chips, cup of tea, bad food, worse weather, Mary Poppins, London.
London!
If it's stones and it's stolen, Doug's the man to speak to. Pretends he's Jewish. Wishes he was Jewish. Even tells his family they're Jewish.
You can convert.
Okay, so this movie's going to be very VO, very moving pieces. A lot going on. A lot of character, a lot of style so far.
If the stones are kosher, then I'll buy on my way.
Kosher stones.
I just had Cousin Avi on the phone. You know, you got to go out and see him.
Yeah, Dad, you told us.
He's a big mucker in New York.
Big mucky muck.
Oh, damn.
Twinsies.
Twins?
I want to see you two girls up in my office.
Yeah, Dad, you told us.
Yeah, Dad.
Yeah, Dad.
How much do you want for it?
Nothing.
That's the catch.
Okay, so what do you want for it?
I want you to do something for me. There is a fight in a couple of days. Unlicensed boxing. There is a bookies I know that will take bets.
Yes. That's good.
I know something most don't.
So no. What do you know?
Spill it.
Spill the beans.
We're buying a caravan. Off a pack of pikeys. What's wrong with you?
Buying a caravan?
Now, there is a problem with pikeys or gypsies.
What are you doing, Potter? Get out the way back.
Whoa! Can't really understand much of what is being said.
You tell me. Come about the caravan. Cammy Mickey.
It's not Irish.
Cammy Mickey.
It's been Kansas with the horses, you know that.
It's just, well, it's just pikey.
Just look at the size of it. What? How big are you?
What?
Hey, man. Come and look at the size of this fella.
Oh, my God.
Ah. You look like a boxer. Cup of tea for the big fella.
His accent is very thick, but I'm doing okay so far.
Get dogs. Do you like dogs? Dags. What?
Yeah, Dags.
Dags.
Oh, dogs.
Dags.
I like dags. I like caravans more.
You're very welcome.
Fascinating. If caravan, they mean they want all these airstreams.
See you, boss.
All right, Mickey. Laters.
God, what led him to casting Brad Pitt in this? Oh, yeah, let's go. Just some PA just rolling the hubcap.
You still got a car. I suggest you use it for you're not welcome anymore. I think you should f off now, but you still got the legs to carry you. Nobody brings a fella the size of you unless they're trying to say something they're talking, right, bye?
Absolutely right.
Just give us our money back and you can keep your caravan.
Why the f I want a caravan? It's kind of weird.
Flawless logic.
Want the money? Right, fuck you. I'll fight you for it. You and me.
Oh, yeah, let's go. Let's go. Oh. Oh.
Goddamn.
So that's the kind of fight it's gonna be.
You want to stay down?
That's the way it's gonna be. The Earth versus me.
You want to stay down? You want to stay down?
Belly kick for a
Oh, yeah. Is this pre or post Fight Club? Are we allowed to talk about this?
This is post. I want to say this is 2000s. Fight Club's 90s. So.
Yes, I fight for the Lord. Oh, damn. Not bad.
Nice, Brad.
Is he dead?
Yeah. You don't mess with Brad Pitt.
Oh, this is gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Nothing bad's gonna happen.
He'll fight you dead.
It turned out that the sweet-talking, tattoo-sporting piker was a gypsy bare-knuckle boxing champion.
Oh.
Sure.
Gorgeous doesn't wake up in the next few minutes. Tommy knows he'll be buried with him.
Yeah.
He's praying. And if he isn't, he should be.
Tommy, no. If you harm one hair on Stephen Graham's head.
All right.
Oh, ghost down. Let's go. This is a good-ass needle drop.
Bad boy? So? Easy.
It's that one guy from Walking Dead.
Moissanite is an artificial diamond link.
Is he secretly British?
And it's worth... Cool.
Yes.
Stick to being a gangster. Leave this game to me and Sol.
He's such a good actor, this guy.
He's a great actor.
This is a dog, so you are not bringing that thing in here.
Why, you don't like dags?
Where did you get it?
The Jibos. Yeah. They threw it in with a load of moody gold.
Moody gold.
Look how cute he is.
What do you think you're doing now?
Well, I want them to get used to the shop, don't I?
Yeah, you gotta get him acclimated. Oh.
The dog.
Oh, no.
What can I do for you, Boris? I have a job for you. I already have a job.
Have a job or your job?
50 grand for half a day's work.
Go on.
I want you to hold up a bookies.
Wow.
Many different men to see about many different ducks, so if I am not rushing you... Slow down, Frankie, my son. When in Rome.
Patience.
I am not in Rome. I am in a rush.
Not in Rome. I am in a rush.
What are you betting on? Bomber Harris? Do you know something that I don't?
Uh-oh.
Booby, I probably know a lot you don't.
Tough, Bobby.
Tyrone's going to be driving for us. He's done a rally driving course. Isn't you, Tyrone?
So I have.
Let's go. Come on, Tyrone.
Go, Tyrone. Go, Tyrone. Go, Tyrone.
While I'm at the wheel, it's my car. So stop that dog dribbling on my seats.
Jeez.
Steady on the brake. I thought you said he could drive, so.
Said he could drive, not brake.
Don't get any drool in Blokey Small's car.
You got this. You're doing
Come
great,
on,
bud.
You're doing
Killing the
good.
game.
You're killing it. Also, I don't think I've ever seen an English gas station before.
Let's compare.
I thought you said he was a getaway driver. What the f can he get away from, eh?
Just worry about getting us a gun, yeah?
Yeah?
Oh, I got guns. Wow.
Damn.
This is a shotgun, so.
Yeah.
It's an anti-aircraft gun, Vincent.
What we stopped here for? What's the matter with that space over there?
It's the off-the-book bookies.
It's too tight.
You can land a jumbo jet in there.
Wait, leave him alone. He's a natural. It's your Tyrone.
I'm sorry.
He'll come through when the chips are down. Whoa.
What'd you do that for?
I didn't see it there.
It's a 4-ton truck, Tyrone. It's not as though it's a packet of peanuts, is it?
It was a funny angle.
A funny angle, huh?
Whenever you reverse, things come from behind you.
Yep.
Dog as well.
It's all the dog's fault.
What did you do to make the dog react that way on set?
Give it that squeaky toy. We shut it up last time.
You want the squeaky piggy?
Oi, don't snatch.
Don't snatch the title of the movie. Is he just eating it wholesale?
I just ate the ball.
I'm gonna be squeaking the whole movie.
Probably.
How are we going to explain this to Brickton? That his fight isn't going to happen.
Replace the fighter.
Oh, and I hope he doesn't notice.
Oh, good.
And who the f are we going to replace him with?
Oh, you know.
Let's use the piker.
Yeah, buddy.
What do it for, Caravan?
Okay.
Top of the range and all that.
It was us that wanted a Caravan.
That's not for me. It's for me, man.
Aww.
How sweet.
This brought the whole crew.
Started from the bottom, now they're here. Great
Good
picture.
shot.
Bricktop runs an illegal bookies. They take bets on anything that involves blood and pain.
Yeah. Does that mean they take bets on menstruation?
And if I didn't have the replacement piker, he'd want to split me in half.
Whoa. Not fun.
We've lost Gorgeous George.
Oh, yeah.
Well, where'd you lose him?
Go find him.
Not backing out.
You bet your bollocks to a barn dance you're not backing out.
We're changing a fighter.
Let's go.
And who might you be changing him to, sweetheart?
You won't know him, but he's mustard.
Make sure your man goes down in the fourth.
He's not in the business of losing fights, man.
You're on thin ice, my pedigree chums, and I shall be under it when it breaks.
Be under there waiting to swallow you whole.
Where's Frankie Fourfingers?
But I'm seeing him later.
When later?
Well, he said he wanted cash, so he's coming back after he's been to a fight.
Is he at a funeral? What's going on here?
Is there gambling involved?
It's a boxing match, Abby, a boxing match.
There's absolutely gambling involved.
You're talking about Frankie. I've got a problem with gambling. Fourfingers, Doug. You have any idea why they call him Frankie Fourfingers, Doug?
No, I have no idea.
Oh, no.
Because he makes stupid bets with dangerous people.
Yes.
You got a toothbrush? We're going to London. Do you hear that, Doug? I'm coming to London.
Let's go. Woo! Damn.
Evie. Shut up and sit down, you big bald.
God damn.
Magical.
What are we waiting for anyway?
We are waiting for a man with 4 fingers carrying a briefcase, Tyrone.
Why is that?
Because the deal is, the Russian gets the case, we get the money.
That's right.
Private night tonight, chaps.
You're somewhere aware of that, my son. That's why we're here. This is the back way.
Oh, really? I thought it was the front.
He said he's gonna be here.
Well, if there's gambling involved, he'll be here.
The man with one goal.
He's going down in the fourth. Don't you worry about that.
Oh, no. I know he is not.
That's not gonna happen.
He's never going to agree to that.
Oh, was that him?
I don't know. How many fingers did he have?
I'm sorry, I couldn't get the binoculars out in time.
Binoculars.
Do you know who this bookies belongs to?
Look, if you know what's good for you, you give me everything you've got.
Don't shoot Annie Lennox.
Fish, what are you doing up there?
Ooh! Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Don't do me up here.
Jesus Christ.
Is he starting to hurt?
Did you check his... Checked his crotch.
How you doing, Vince?
I'll be doing a lot better. You stop using my name.
Yeah.
If all bets are off, then there can't be any money, can there?
Yeah.
I ain't buying that.
She don't give a damn.
What have you got?
Nothing really.
In the teapot.
A few coins, but no notes.
Jesus.
You got 5 fingers.
Ugh.
What do you mean? Coins!
No.
Jesus Christ, you dummies.
Wow. Oh, God.
Why would you ever put the gun down?
Oh, yeah. Especially that gun.
You look great.
What are you moaning about? Didn't even touch you.
It's the intensity of the whole situation.
I'm
Getting to me.
flustered.
Ugh.
Wow. Yeah,
Royally.
yeah, smart.
Royally.
Uber duber.
What are you two doing?
Let's go. Hey, that came in clutch right there, man. Killing it. You were now the most important asset to this team.
Weren't they trying to push it open when it was just to pull in?
Oh, God, and that's right. They totally trapped him in there. So good. Oh.
Who the is this man, Tyrone?
Mr. Four Fingers?
It's a man with 4 fingers and a briefcase, Vinnie.
MVP, bro. MVP. Yeah. And the dog is still squeaking.
You're going down in the 4th.
Just make sure he doesn't kill me before.
I like how he still has his fedora on.
Is that a fedora? Is that like a pork pie hat?
It looks styled like a fedora, but I don't know. It's leather.
Yeah, thank you, not Vincent Cassell. Ow. Oh, here we go. Come on, come. Wow. One punch. This is a great reaction. Oh, my God.
Caught our boy one punch.
Do you realise I've just done 40 grand, damn you?
I'll make it up to you, I promise. Stand on me.
Stand on me.
Is it? Will you explain it to him?
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
We want half of this, and that's because we're being generous. I mean, we could, by all rights, keep the old stone, Boris.
You're going to literally have someone cut it in half?
It's not going to look as pretty.
Is it going to maintain even half the value? Oh, jeeps. No.
He could not know my name.
Oh.
Give me the stone.
Whoa.
It's in the case.
You put the stone in the case.
The only man who knew the combination. You just shot.
Oh.
Of course. Of course, dude.
Oh, why did you put it back into the case?
Wow.
Ooh, he stays strapped.
He works at Benihana part-time.
No hesitation.
I'm happy to leave the country, but I need money to do so. And any money I have is in the safe, which is in the office. It's...
Oink, oink.
Yes.
Shit.
Not the sugar.
Anything but the sugar. No.
Oh, yeah.
Here's now your problem, okay?
Very clean job.
Yeah, that's not bad. Oh, my God. Just wrapped it in the newspaper.
You can keep the 10 grand along with the body, but if I see you again, you mother... Look at here.
He's awesome.
He's so fun to watch.
I've got a bare knuckle fight in a couple of days. I want to use the pikey.
All right, of course.
Of course, of course. But this time, I do want him to go down in the 4th.
Why don't you just bet on him? Let's have him win. Let's change the tide.
I know you come back here to open your safe.
I heard your monologue.
Damn.
So now you can open it. He's been a busy little that Turkish. Now find me the silly sods who blagged the bookies. Find them today.
This is like if a Tarantino movie was like funnier, was like more comedically minded.
Yeah.
Because it's got some of that like Tony Scott like split screening and like, ooh, cool freeze frame and stuff. Or like, here's an interesting title card, but it has like this quirky nature.
You're looking for my boy.
You know I can find him, Mrs. O'Neill.
Always.
He's coursing.
What's coursing? Hair coursing.
What?
They set 2 lurchers on a hare, and a hare has to outrun the dogs.
There's a rainbow.
Yeah, I noticed that. Hey, nice.
So what if it doesn't?
What a big rabbit kiss, does it?
Which of us is the rabbit?
Proper
Yeah, Tommy. Before the Germans get there.
Do you know these, Daryl?
Oh, no.
I know a lot, Governor, but I don't know any quite as stupid as these two.
No.
Tyrone.
I know him.
Damn.
Silly, fat.
Tyrone got the most shit done.
This Caravan. Not the Rouge.
What?
The Rose.
It's not the same Caravan.
It's not the same five. Turkish. The five's twice the size. And my master needs a Caravan. I like to look after my man. It's a fair deal. Take it.
Fair deal. Take it.
You're lucky we aren't worm food after your last performance. Buying a Tart's Mobile Palace is a little rich.
Whoa.
I wasn't calling your mum a tart. I just meant...
Ouch. I love watching Jason Statham be out of his element a little bit.
Yeah. This is one of the few times I'm seeing him not as an action star.
How bet you for it?
You're what?
You bet you for it. If I win, I get a Caravan. And the buyers get a pair of them shoes.
Yeah.
If I lose, I'll do the fight for free.
Wow.
I reckon the hair gets...
What? Proper?
Proper. Don't hurt Tyrone.
Leave him alone.
Leave him alone, Tyrone.
He's reading in the zone.
Throw a dog at Devon. Don't kill Tyrone. Oh, no.
Oh.
No, run, rabbit. Run, rabbit.
Oh.
Ooh.
Leave that boy alone. Oh, this is going to be brutal.
No. No. He was the MVP.
He was the best. He was the best of us.
I wonder if they actually shot that or if that was like B-roll they acquired of the dogs and the rabbit.
No.
Oh, no. Come on.
Oh, you can put the dogs in there? Yeah. Damn.
Damn, dude.
That's brutal.
That's gnarly.
I'll tell you, robbed your bookies.
Oh, come on, little guy. Find a hole.
Hey, base.
Hey, base.
It was us that wanted to buy a Caravan off of him.
Yeah.
Well, why didn't you bust a cap in his ass?
Oh.
Mind you, you'd do more damage if you threw it at him.
You saying I can't shoot?
We had the bust a cap days.
I know you can't shoot. What I was saying is, that £6 piece of shit stuck in your trousers there, do more damage if you fed it to him.
You saying a gun don't work?
You tried it?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Whoops.
Whoopsie.
You are a bad boy yardie, and bad boy yardies are supposed to know how to get rid of bodies.
I create the bodies. I don't erase the bodies.
That was a low-key bar.
Grab hold of his legs.
Very
What do you
British.
think I want to grab him by? His ears.
You could try it.
Oh.
Hope this is not a bad moment.
Depends how you look at it.
You're always going to have problems lifting a body in one piece. Apparently, the best thing to do is cut up a corpse into 6 pieces and pile it all together.
6 pieces. What do? Each limb, the torso in half and the head?
Then I hear the best thing to do is feed them to pigs.
Wow.
You need at least 16 pigs to finish the job in one sitting.
Wow.
They will go through a body that weighs 200 pounds in about 8 minutes.
Wow.
Hence the expression, as greedy as a pig.
Who did the research on this? Is this true?
What a great monologue.
Someone must have had to figure that out.
If you wouldn't mind telling me who the you are, apart from someone who feeds people to pigs, of course.
Do you need to know more?
Do you know what nemesis means?
Resident Evil 3?
A righteous infliction of retribution manifested by an appropriate agent.
Ooh.
Personified in this case by an honourable me.
Yes, sir.
Gentlemen.
Step out of my office.
Come on, gents.
Let's
Ooh.
go.
Woof.
No. Oh, he's
still alive.
Wow.
Jesus.
Why can't you find me Frankie, Doug?
I'm not a bounty hunter.
You better hire one.
I forgot they were in the movie.
What about Tony? You know, Bullet Tooth
Whoa.
Tony.
Who's Bullet Tooth?
Tony.
Tony.
Loki?
He got shot 6 times, had the bullets moulded into gold.
Wow.
Yeah, he's got 2 in his teeth that Dad did for him. So
Wow.
he loves Dad. It's the best chance you got of finding Frankie.
6 times?
In one sitting.
It's 3 shy of 50 Cent.
You're in trouble now.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, yeah. I forgot Vinnie Jones was in this.
Bonjour.
You give us 4 days, and I will get you a stone the size of a gnome.
Oh.
You've got 48 hours.
Oh, man.
After that, it's your family. And the pigs finish what the dogs don't do.
Oh, no.
There was a man I'd like you to find.
Where was he last seen?
At the bookies.
Pass us the blower, Susie.
Oh, good. The blower. Gotcha. Get him on the horn.
I need a gun. You don't rosebud me, old son. You need me.
Yes. I'm as good a gun as you're going to get.
I want to know who Black Bricktop's book is.
Do me a favour, do it.
I will do you a favour, mullet. I'll not bash the living out of you in front of all your girlfriends here.
Let's go. Ah. Whoa, nice.
You take all the time you want, mate.
Ow, ow. Oh, God. Oh, jeez.
I hate it, I hate it, I hate it.
What?
I think I'll speed up.
Oh, I hate this. Oh,
Yeah,
this is
boy.
awful.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Did they shoot this stuff on a trailer, or is he actually doing that? Oh, no.
You better not be telling me porky pies.
Porky pies.
It's very effective, Tony. It's not too subtle, but effective.
It is. It works. Gets results. Ah!
Damn.
It's the Russian. Well, to be technical, he's an Uzbekistanian, but...
Give me a name.
No, no. Boris.
Boris the Blade?
Yeah.
As in Boris the Bullet Dodger?
Why do they call him the bullet dodger?
Because he's quick with it.
Because he dodges bullets heavy.
It's all right there.
It's in the name.
I can't make him do it, can I?
You're not much good to me alive, are you, Turkish?
I mean, you could find a way to make him do it.
He's a useless shite, that boy. Punish him for me, Errol. I want that pikey to fight.
Punish him? What are you going to do? Oh.
Wow.
Woof.
Oh, my gosh.
Woof. Not the slots. Oh, let's
There's
go
some
bust
Jason
some
action.
heads. Oh.
This is why we got Jason Statham. Slower frame rate.
Yeah.
Bricktop thought smashing up our arcade might help me to persuade Mickey to fight. He thought it would be a good idea to burn Mickey's mum's caravan.
Oh, no.
Damn.
While she was asleep in it.
Oh, wow. Oh, y'all are evil. Frick.
Damn, that's savage. That's cold. Jesus.
Yeah.
He ain't going down in no round.
Hell no.
If he fights,
everybody goes down.
Yeah.
Taking them all out.
Turkish, get
Go.
your ass up. Follow me and I'll shoot you.
Hey, hey.
Behave yourself. I've got the gun, son. I think it's you should behave. What? You want to see if I've got the minerals?
Come on. Earn that name. Come on, Tommy the gun.
How silly do I feel? His mum is still smoking next to us, and I'm asking him to fight.
Well, yeah, I mean...
I'll do the fight before he causes any more carnage.
And if he'd said no, could have been a shite sight worse.
Sure.
He was a highly trained undercover agent. He'll be impossible to track down.
Great lighting on Farina there.
There's a strange man down here who wants to sell us an 84-carat stone.
Where does he come from?
It's hard to tell. He's got a thick Russian accent.
Hey, let's go. Let's go.
You get round to the Russians. The second you see him, you give us a call.
Oh, my.
He's a right handful, this fella, so watch out.
I'll take care of him.
Yours, Rosebud, old son.
Not a problem.
I don't know about that, man.
You're gonna have to get the
Jesus.
Yep.
Do you mean replicas?
They look the shit, don't they?
I love the shot with the TV in the back. It's great.
So good.
And I got some extra loud blanks just in case.
Oh, in case we have to deafen them to death.
Deafen them to death. These guys are great, too.
It's a great cast overall.
Boris is there.
We're coming over. You hold him there.
He's not on his own.
This looks like half the neighborhood's in, like, Shaun of the Dead and Doctor Who.
I've seen both of those things.
Sneaky Russian.
Some grenades in there, some tissues, you know, all the things you need on a day-to-day basis.
3 fellas went in the house and they locked Boris in the back of the car.
Why didn't you tell us that?
What do you want to do about the Russian?
I want you to bury him.
We're gonna bury him, Coral.
How far to the Russians?
Be there in a minute.
The collars on these two are impeccable.
Oh, he's just drinking milk.
He's always drinking milk, yeah.
We can't take him now. We're going to have to follow him.
Let's hope you're not that conspicuous.
You shouldn't drink that stuff anyway.
What's wrong with it?
It's not in sync with evolution.
Shut up.
Shut Shut up.
I got a blade.
Yeah, that's the spirit. Do they fire? Of course they fire.
Oh no.
What do you know about replicas?
Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus Christ. Ah!
Oh.
I didn't mean to try it in the castle. You arsehole.
Oh!
Wipe the butter off it and put it away. Look, there's a proper blade back there.
It's a guy in the road.
Let me do you a favour.
No.
Oh my God.
Not the bad spell. Just cause a wreck. Wow.
Oh wow. That's okay.
Oh, great. Awesome. Awesome.
That's great.
Great little time dilation there. Time skip.
Yeah. Oh, they did that in order. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. The first one we saw was the last one.
Is that Boris?
Oh, I see.
Yeah, because the black guys hit him.
And then they're going to hit him. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's great. Great call. Oh, his posture is so wacky. Oh, jeez. Yeah. And it looked like he had the sack on his head in that last shot. It was so quick.
Yeah, that's why I said the out of order. That's fun. Oh,
wow. Of course.
I want a gun that works, and I'm going to tell him.
Yeah, you tell him.
Come on, then. You just tell him who's in charge.
Oh my God.
You're fine after getting hit by a...
He's the bullet dodger. He's the blade. He's also unkillable by automotive.
Oh my God.
Wow. I'll just go in and grab a gun.
Come pick us up.
Woo.
Sharpish.
Sharpish.
What's your name? Shoot him.
Jeeps.
Oh, wow.
Or he probably knows. He can probably tell. Get your fingers out my man's nose.
The fact that you've got replica written down the side of your gun.
Yeah, I knew it.
The fact that I've got Desert Eagle .50 written on the side of mine. Now.
Wow.
Great scene. Oh, nice. Nicely done.
Give me the case.
You.
Yes, everybody's here.
They're all coming together.
Pass me case, or I shoot you.
You too.
Pull your socks up!
Whoa. What do we got? Oh, no, he got him.
I think he's okay. Whew. Oh, we actually got him. Yeah.
And dodge that bullet. Bullet dodger becomes the bullet taker.
Boris, what are you doing here?
Did you just cap Farina or did you cap Boris? He's just won't die. Let's go. You're just gonna have to cut his head off.
Right, at this point.
And it'll be going still, but
You give me the stone, and I will give it to Bricktop. Give me a minute. It's a bit fiddly. What is he doing down there?
Oh,
well, I put it down there in case we got mugged.
Keep him with the family jewels.
Who is gonna mug two black fellas holding pistols, sat in a car that's worth less than your shirt?
Did you scratch the replica off the side?
Never underestimate the predictability of stupidity.
Bars.
Oh, how great.
Just tell him the stone's back at the office.
I don't know, man.
Still cooking the same ones.
Since the beginning.
What happens if the gypsy knocks the other man out?
We get murdered before we leave the building.
They got nothing to worry about.
Worried about whether Mickey knocks the other man out. Worried about whether Mickey makes it to the fourth round.
Oh.
Yeah, he's...
Oh, boy.
He's sloshed in depression.
Nah, this is going to make him fight even harder.
This
is the fuel he needs. Yeah.
And where's the stone?
I left it in a box. It's empty.
This is good. The dog created a diversion.
Tony, do something terrible.
Do something terrible.
The dog. The dog must have had it.
Uh-oh.
What?
Aw.
Well, then, let's have a look, shall we?
Don't do that.
You mean look in the dog?
I mean, open him up.
No.
What do you mean, open him up?
No, you can't do this.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Man, you never heard a dog squeaking? Forget that goddamn
Die! Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
It's not. Stabs at the dog.
Oh my god. This is awesome. Ah, damn it, man.
Damn, just tells him, yeah.
You should have at least like got it out in the chaos, turned your back.
Yeah, that was your leverage.
Thank God for that.
Oh,
yes! Oh, jeez!
Oh, gee. Oh, gee. Oh, gee. Oh, gee. Oh, Jesus.
Insane.
Come on, Tony.
Did he kill Tony? Did he kill Tony in the shuffle?
Oh,
he murdered Tony.
Tony?
Oh, wow. You're smart.
Oh.
He just goes in that.
Yeah, don't go to England.
Reminded me of In Bruges, just there like, oh, shit.
Let's stick him in the car and then go and look for a pig farm.
Oh, yes. Excellent. Just invest in one yourselves.
If you see the pikey, Turkish or his girlfriend, come out before me, shoot the... Well, come on, we got a fight to go to.
Oh, are the other two staying in there?
Are our lads down at the campsite?
They're over there now, Governor.
How long have we got to stay here?
As long as it takes, now shut up.
It ain't pikeys.
Everybody, apparently.
Now get up and have a fight.
And throw it in the okay. With a lot of love, we work for 1 year for you pigs. I know this is not the most popular Oasis song, but I feel like this is a pretty badass jam. And they just came back. Comment below, are you going to see Oasis? Feels like this song was made specifically for this movie, given what the rest of Oasis sounds like.
No!
Again! This is his whole thing.
He truly is One Punch Man.
One punch! One punch! One pike man. Oh.
Damn.
This is actual fight now.
Oh, now you made him mad.
There you go. Hey, we made it a full round.
Okay, that's progress.
Imagine that.
Do you understand the consequences of what will happen if you knock that man out? Do not knock him out.
Oh, man, I don't know. I'm worried. Oh!
Jeez. Whew. Intense.
Whoa!
Wow, you really hit him.
Guy Ritchie ever direct a Gatorade commercial?
He should now.
You're dancing like a fairy. You'll hang us with the ring ropes if they think it's rigged. Get out there and hurt him.
Oh, man.
For f***'s sake, do not knock him out.
Yeah. God, the teeth they got on him. This must have been fun to shoot. Come on, man. Oh! Wow! Is that a wire effect?
That is crazy, whatever it is.
That is wild. Wow!
Oh, boy, floating.
Flat.
It's planking.
It's planking out. Oh!
All he's got to do is stay down.
No!
Now we are
Oh, no!
Oh, damn it. No!
You knew it.
No, 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 no. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Bricktop's got a dozen keen-to-kill monkeys with shotguns sitting outside his campsite. Once the campsite's wiped out, I know it's going to be the same for us.
Oh, man.
Give me the shooter.
So what do?
Sure.
You freeze.
Black dudes?
You just freeze and pull a stupid face.
Yep.
But the pikey didn't. Why? Because he had plans on running the car over.
Oh.
It had previously occurred to him that the gypsy had taken the demise of his mother rather lightly.
Hey, sure.
For every action, there's a reaction.
Oh, they stay strapped.
And a pikey reaction is quite a thing.
Yeah.
God.
God, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Oh, damn. Oh, whoa, whoa. Jesus. Yeah, now it's a fight. Now it's a party.
Talk to me. If you want your friend to hear you, you'll have to talk a lot louder than that.
He really slowed down to deliver that line.
The reveals in this movie are great.
Yeah.
Give me that shooter. I'll give you a shooter.
Whoa. Oh! He pulled a stupid face.
That is when I clocked the pikey had money riding on himself.
Sure. Smart guy.
We've been tucked up while he's been cleaning up.
We can't ask a man to fight for us if we can't find him, can we?
You won't find a pikey that doesn't want to be found, Tommy.
They are the road.
They're right behind me, aren't they?
What you doing here? What's it got to do with you?
Oh, hey there. Visiting a friend? Looking for our dog.
Of course.
I'm taking the dog for a walk. What's the problem? What's in the car? Seats and a steering wheel.
All right, get your dog. On your way.
Good boy, Daisy. Good boy.
Squeaks. Oh, man. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yeesh.
The dog.
Damn.
They know.
Well, you got a dead man with an arm missing in your boot.
They just never got rid of him.
The vet found half an undigested shoe, a squeaky toy, and an 84-carat diamond lodged in its stomach. It's quite amazing what can happen in a week.
Sure.
Do you know anyone who'd be interested?
I might know. I might know somebody. Let's go!
That's great.
Edgar Wright definitely. I'm sure this Guy Ritchie isn't the only person to like invent those smash zoom, transition elements, but like you can definitely see where Edgar Wright's pulling some of those from.
Definitely.
Oh.
Well, guys.
Oh boy.
What a ride.
Wowie.
What an adventure.
Wowie. Ewan Bremner. There you go. Scottish. Got a little bit of everybody from the surrounding area in here. My God, what a saga. How you feeling?
I feel good. I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
I felt like that was definitely a ride.
You feel life affirmed?
I feel affirmed in life. I feel full. I feel experienced. I feel fully experienced by the world that is Snatch.
You've been experienced Jimi Hendrix style?
I've been experienced Jimi Hendrix style. This was fun. This is a fun, I don't want to say topsy-turvy, that's not the right word. But it was a lot of moving pieces. It was quirky. It was funny. All the performances are really good. And yeah, I definitely see the other influences of films for sure. It's nice to see Mr. Guy Ritchie in his early days doing what he does with the way he films in his element, love the way he shoots, his out of order scenes that kind of keep you on your toes as to the order of events. And it was a good time. It was a great time. Johnny Boy, what'd you think of it?
I had a blast as well. And this is another one of those movies that, like, again, I remember vividly when this was coming out. I had clipped the poster out of the paper and put it in my notebook. I thought Brad Pitt looked so cool. I like,
he looked badass.
Like Fight Club was the same thing, but slightly different. Where it's like, you see this trailer for Snatch, and you hear Brad Pitt say one of those lines there, one of those like ridiculous, pikey accent lines, and you're like, I don't know what's happening, but this looks awesome. And so yeah, having all these years to kind of, just sit with the concept of, this movie and early Guy Ritchie, this lived up to the hype for me. I mean, it's fun because, again, I've seen more of Guy Ritchie's recent stuff, and I've seen a lot of stuff that borrows from his style, like his style as of this movie in particular, and I assume probably Clint, that's right, Diamond. Some of these music cues, man, too, have been like, I remember kids in our film studies classes and stuff were like using these music cues for stuff. Like, this is, hugely influential for the time, or at least, the rise of Guy Ritchie. And I haven't seen Lock, Stock either, but just to behold, the element that made him what he is fascinating, partly because, watching this, I was like, this is really fun. It's rough and tumble. It's got all the crime pulp and bone crunching quality that you want. But it's also, like kind of madcap and, in a way, you know, like you must have Tarantino and Guy Ritchie probably sort of on the rise at a similar time, and this definitely felt like it was of that moment in time, like you know, in the coming out of the 90s into the early 2000s, where like cinema is undergoing something of a new reinvention. And yeah, the way that we do like semi-nonlinear stories and ensemble pieces and unreliable narration and you know the real collision of techniques and stuff is really fun to watch. And yeah, like this almost reminded me of something like a Reservoir Dogs. Like
totally.
There's a Tarantino-ishness in that it's all about watching like, you know, crime go wrong or the plan go completely awry, except whereas in a Tarantino movie, I feel like that often leads to like there's humor. It's weird. It's like these strike me as being cut of similar cloth, but uniquely distinct to their own, you know, sides of the ocean, sides of just cinematic experience. Because yeah, like a Tarantino movie and like a Reservoir Dogs gets tense and it gets serious and it gets harsh in an uncomfortable way, whereas this was, there were moments of violence and there are moments of, you know,
the violence was pretty tame though, as far as what they actually showed.
In terms of what they actually give you, it's like, you know, you think about like there's no ear scene in this movie or anything like that, but you know, it still has
still effective though.
Yeah, like they feel cut of a similar cloth, but this feels way more like boisterous and comedically oriented in that like you can tell that there's a lot of humor happening behind the camera and in the editing and in the choices and stuff. And I feel like one of the fun differences here is that, you know, in a Tarantino movie, you often have, and not to just only ride this comparison, but in a Tarantino movie, you have characters who always speak distinctly and who have, you know, very unique points of view and preferences and stuff like that. And this certainly has that quality, but I feel like you're also kind of steeped further into the like wacky happenstance of things, and like half the characters aren't as competent as they think they are. Like you know, a lot of characters who think themselves a lot smarter and more capable than they actually are, and so you get this fun sort of comedy of errors. And I feel like this movie has a interesting, like I liked that you had the Pikeys because they do represent this kind of fringe, you know, nomadic group that has its completely own set of rules and its own little world. And even, again, especially through Brad Pitt, like the super exaggerated accent that's so thick you gotta like get an interpreter, which I expected to be more lost during this movie, especially with no subtitles than I actually was. But yeah, this had like a fun peripheral magic to me where it's like, yeah, it has all that, again, grounded crime, you know, story nature that various other movies have, but just like the rhythm and the quirkiness of the characters and, you know, again, the editing choices and things like that just seemed like, you know, the ironic humor was always, you know, kind of one of the main elements throughout. I feel like there's a certain sense of like you're watching a bunch of, it's subverting, I guess, the trope of a lot of crime movies where you are just watching, people who do know what they're doing and who are just actual badasses. And here it's like you've got people undercutting moments by like, you know, you've got different colloquialisms. You've got, you know, Dennis Farina's in from New York, and he's also like
that bit was great.
Yeah,
going back and forth.
Oh God, and that's a more overt like comedic editing choice, but it is sort of like it's just business as usual for this guy. And like the place you start versus the place that you end, and like all the different characters and the interweaving circumstances, and you start with this robbery that feels so distinct, and they're all dressed like, you know, kind of stereotypical rabbis, which is another one of those crime movie motifs, is like, ooh, let's get into some kind of eccentric costume to, you know, obviously throw off our trail.
There's so many moving pieces always, and always the voiceover kind of keeping us in the loop of what was going on. I don't remember what happened about Benicio Del Toro.
He's just dead. He's just in the trunk there. He's in the trunk at the very end. They're just like, you've got a guy with his arm cut off in the boot. You know?
That's right.
And he's such a big actor, certainly. And even at the time, I feel like his star was pretty high. And so, like, that's another fun subversion, is he's here doing his thing, being a character, doing a crazy accent. And then he, you know, dies pretty early on. And it's all, you know, just because of again, they play into the weaknesses of that character. And yeah, like there are these elements that feel like disparate in a way, but they are all somehow connected. You know, you've got these rigged boxing matches that are also related to this diamond heist that is also related to these various like gang conflicts and stuff. And like I definitely would like to go back and watch it again just to like keep track of things.
Yeah, I think it was a movie. It's definitely like plot over character, but I feel like the characters in which we saw, they are memorable in how they're presented. But yeah, I will say for me it was a lot to keep up with in the beginning. Sure. I was like, okay, like there's this and we got these moving parts. I feel like this is a movie I definitely want to watch again. But
yeah,
I definitely enjoyed the ride and how stylized it was.
Yeah, and like I mean, it's weird because for Guy Ritchie, I know that to go back to the Tarantino comparison, like he hasn't maintained the status and reverence certainly over time that a Tarantino maybe has. And it is interesting to look at the style of this because this is something that is so unique and distinct and that so many people have ripped off and copied and homaged since then. And I'm sure this is also, like, I'm sure there's got to be Tony Scott in here as well because a lot of again, those, you know, kinetic shots or split screens that are doing, you know, like the split screens will change size and zoom depending on like the choreography of who's talking when and, you know, certain words, or there'll be a freeze frame and every character gets a title card. And like, yeah, there's a lot of whiz bang and there's a lot of stuff happening and it feels rough, but it also feels really composed and stylized and fun. And it has a uniquely sort of Cockney spirit about it. And I feel like too, I would, I guess, imagine that maybe something like Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, his previous movie to this, I believe, is probably more UK centric, whereas here you've got sort of a collision of, yeah, you've got, you know, your various UK crime guys on the lower and higher levels, but you've also got these Irish, or, you know, whatever the pikeys are, you know, sort of semi-Irish, but not quite nomads and stuff. But then you've got, yeah, Dennis Farina in New York. You've got these you know, Jews. You've got, you know, this Russian guy who I believe is, you know, basically playing a similar character in the first John Wick movie, which is also like largely involving a dog. And the way that the dogs kind of factor in as this sort of like silly motif that ultimately then, like, as they are given this dog as like part of the deal and they're chasing around like, well, I'm fighting for, you know, we came here to get a caravan. Well, now I'm fighting to get a caravan myself. And like just all the like flip-flopping details and stuff. And then finally at the end, the dog has swallowed the, you know, diamond and, you know, it leads ultimately to Statham and Stephen Graham's salvation. Just, yeah, it's like how the convoluted nature of how we get from point A to point B is really fun. And it has, again, all that crime pulp, but in a way that is like really rhythmic, and it's not that it's not harsh, but it's like it's enjoyable and fun in a different way than a lot of other like upbeat crime movies.
Do you think you could give this movie like a one sentence synopsis somewhere, like what's this movie about?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I feel like for something like this it's hard.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, several I don't know where to begin. A diamond heist goes awry, causing several warring crime organizations to figure that shit out. I don't know. And I mean,
that's
yeah,
good. I can agree with that.
Yeah, and I don't know. Like I liked the interweaving of all the different circumstances and stuff. And even if I would be like, wait a minute, what's this again? How does this directly relate to here? It all still felt like it's one of those movies that, yeah, like you've got a lot of accents flying, you've got a lot of details flying. And especially on a movie like this, even if you don't have a camera pointed at you, I feel like it is one of those where you're probably going to finish it and go, okay, I definitely want to see that again to like collect and like truly organize everything. But the experience and the fun and, you know, the pulp of it all still hits, you know, and the needle drops are great. Like this is a soundtrack that even if you haven't seen the movie, I feel like you have felt the effects of a soundtrack like this. And yeah, it makes me curious to see more of Guy Ritchie's stuff, both as he's, you know, transitioned into being more of a director for hire, you know, for certain studio things where, you know, you see how much of his style peeks through versus the things that are more directly on his turf where he can go hog wild with that. And it is interesting because I can imagine Guy Ritchie being in a unique position where he has such a distinct flavor, and yet, you know, how do you keep that from getting stale? How do you do your thing? You know, how do you... I feel like every now and again he'll go back and make a crime movie. He did like Rock and Rolla with Gerard Butler, and there are other movies that are sort of in this vein for him. Even The Gentleman, I think, was like an ensemble crime movie that people seem to like. So like I'm sure he's evolved it since then. But I can also kind of see how his career has been just, I don't know. I feel like he has had some bumps in the road to figure out, and yeah, like
74. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so this was 2000. Here's a log line for you. Unscrupulous boxing promoters, violent bookmakers, a Russian gangster, incompetent amateur robbers, and supposedly Jewish jewelers fight to track down a priceless stolen diamond.
Okay.
I cannot imagine, like, what this script must have taken to assemble, you know? Just like what?
Did this get a Snatch too? No,
I do not believe it did. I can't imagine it would have. But yeah, this was definitely a piece. This was definitely something. And I mean, again, especially coming up during this time, growing up in the time when this was coming out, and you know, getting the itch for film studies and filmmaking, and you know, let's pick up a camera and do something. Like this is definitely the kind of thing that inspired so many young folks to go grab a camera and come up with some wacky dialogue. And two, I mean, it is the kind of thing that you do have to be on top of your game for, because it's easy to make a version of this movie that would be obnoxious and not very good. You know, like I bet it was probably like something like this comes across very rhythmic and somewhat effortless, and there's a quality to a lot of the acting and the banter where it's, you know, it feels like everybody's kind of doing it off the cuff in the room. I bet there was probably at least a fair amount of like, yeah, you can improv it, you know, you can make these dynamics real. But yeah, it somehow manages not to fall apart, which is more impressive, I think, from the outside than you might think at first glance. But we got some trivia here. You got any other stray thoughts on the cinema experience itself before we read a couple facts?
No, it was a ride. You know, it was a complex plot with some interesting characters, and yeah, it's definitely one I want to see again for sure.
Very fun, very interesting. Good names on everybody.
Great names.
Great names. When Guy Ritchie told Brad Pitt he would be playing a boxer, Pitt became concerned because he had just finished shooting Fight Club and did not want to play the same type of role again. Pitt took the role anyway because he wanted to work with Guy Ritchie so badly.
Oh, please.
Because Brad Pitt, who was a big fan of Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels from a couple years prior, he actually approached Guy Ritchie and asked for a role in this film.
Wow.
When Guy Ritchie found out Pitt couldn't master a London accent, he gave him the role of Mickey the Gypsy. And I mean, wow, because if you couldn't get the London accent, which actually I could see, like, I guess it makes sense that you have to be, it's weird, you have to be on top of that accent, that crazy, thick Irish thing he's doing. It seemed well attuned against other actors who really are that, and I'm sure it probably helped, you know, hanging around people who really do know that accent or, you know, have grown up with that accent.
The fact that they were able to have him be like, have this unintelligible accent and then it be part of his character because Brad Pitt didn't know how to do the specific accent he wanted, only added to him as a character.
Yeah, and I mean, he killed it. Like he does. That too could go really wrong. That too could be like, oh, what is this awful accent he's doing? And yet the comedy of the like, what the hell is this guy saying? Like it reads really nicely. And I think, yeah, it's like Brad Pitt. Obviously, you're gonna think Fight Club because they're bare knuckle boxing, but the spirit of the character helps to kind of take you out of that mode, which I think is good. Because he's such a little imp, he's such a sprite throughout this.
Totally.
Brad Pitt's character and indecipherable speech was inspired by many critics' complaints about the accents of characters in Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. Guy Ritchie decided to counter criticisms by creating a character that not only couldn't be understood by the audience, but that also couldn't be understood by the characters in the movie. And it's fun because it works both ways. If you don't want to try that hard to decipher it, it still works, I think. And if you do want to decipher it, you can pretty much pick out what he's saying.
Yeah.
But I do think that's really funny. And they did, that just reminds me of that SNL sketch they did. It's literally just like a trailer for a Guy Ritchie movie, and everyone's just talking headed, and like eventually it devolves into like no one's actually saying words. They're just, don't you go round and round the reroad, like, and they're just saying that. Oh, it's great. It's very funny. I think it was. I mean, rest in peace, Russell Brand. You know.
Wait, what?
He's not dead, but you know he's.
I was like, I didn't hear about this.
Not the best guy, but it was, I think, an episode he had been hosting, so he was the guest, and thus his accent, you know, I think probably partly inspired them to be like, you know, you would have been in a Guy Ritchie joint 10, 15 years ago, so we'll do that. Every mistake that Saul, Vincent, and Tyrone make were inspired by various late-night TV shows about real-life crimes gone horribly wrong. And that stuff, too, I think, was very fun about this. And I loved watching the three of them because they are three characters where especially I think Saul, it was the guy from Walking Dead, like he comes across like he knows what he's doing and is very competent. And then it slowly, it comes to reveal itself that like they're all three kind of on the same level. Like Tyrone at one point seems like he's going to be the most competent, and he kind of is. But yeah, even that, like all that stuff needs to be hammered out in like the greater scheme of the script. Otherwise, it's going to feel contrived, and like the script is telling you where these mistakes and foibles need to go. And it felt really natural the way all this was just becoming a bigger and bigger mess. So again, just props to the writing and rehearsal process. When Vinny and Saul are sitting outside Bricktop's bookies about to give him the diamond, the man that approaches the car is not really Bullet-Tooth Tony. It was a look-alike. Vinnie Jones didn't show up for shooting that day because he was in jail for fighting the night before. I thought that guy looked different because when Vinnie Jones shows back up, I was like, oh, that's right, Vinnie Jones. Wait, what? What's going on? Oh my God. And two, I'm sure I mixed up a lot of the names here because everyone's got like an interesting name and half of them end in Y. The producers couldn't afford extras for the boxing match scenes. Whenever a camera angle changed, the extras had to move to create the impression of a crowded house and to move around. That's fun. According to the DVD commentary, Bo, the dog, was very difficult to work with. During the car scene with Vincent, Saul, and Tyrone, the dog was actually attacking Lenny James.
Oh, wow.
And James was actually bitten in the crotch by the dog. Didn't suffer any serious injury. The dog was replaced after that incident.
Damn.
It's funny. I thought Brad Pitt would like wind up with the dog at the end just because of the poster. But apparently, look at Lenny James actually hit himself in the private parts with the shotgun while blasting a hole in the wall at the bookies. But continued the scene, and the footage was used in the film. I feel like, doesn't he like double over and like grab his fellas? I feel like, I love when stuff like that makes it in. The role of Bricktop was originally offered to Sean Connery, who liked the script and was curious to see stock in Two Smoking Barrels. So producer Matthew Vaughn hastily arranged a screening for him on extreme short notice. Connery duly turned up and watched the film before emerging with a judgment. "This is a good film," he said, and in a stage whisper, "You're not going to be able to afford me."
Oh, woof.
Cue Alan Ford. Damn. I mean, I could imagine Sean Connery would be really cool, but the guy, Alan Ford, I assume, who played Bricktop, was truly perfect for that role. Nearly every death in the movie takes place off screen. That's a fun detail to go back and look at. As he was playing a particularly scummy character, Brad Pitt made a point of rarely washing during the film's production. That has made a resurgence in recent years. I feel like people not be showering. Yeah,
Oof.
Heard a few actors be like, "Hey man, hey Gyllenhaal, hey Pattinson, go take a bath."
They don't bathe either?
I think that might have changed in recent times of people finding out and being like, "What?" But I've heard it's been in the public discourse at some point.
Wash your ass, people.
To keep things in order during production, director Guy Ritchie introduced a system of fines on set. There were fines for mobile phones ringing, arriving late, taking naps during shooting, being cheeky, being unfunny, and or moaning and complaining. One staff member was even charged for letting the craft service table run out of coffee cups.
God damn.
Good
Don't play.
golly. Well, damn. Not bad. Here's
Not
the last
bad at
one.
all.
On the DVD commentary, Guy Ritchie mentions meeting a Brazilian man who told him that the most hated people in his country are animal abusers, particularly dogs. Ritchie was inspired to add a scene of Bricktop prodding a dog to provoke the fight, highlighting what a monstrous individual he is. It's true. That's true.
True that.
Oh, goodness. Hey, gang, we did it.
Did the thing.
We did some quintessential British crime today. Leave us your thoughts on Snatch. Should we check out any other of Guy Ritchie's famous films? And hey, did you understand everything Brad Pitt was saying? Leave us your thoughts and recommend any other, non-Guy Ritchie British crime movies that you think are particularly choice. And we'll catch you on the next one, won't we, Aaron?
Yes, we will, mate.
That's right. Be well, stay safe, and stay subscribed to the channel, leave a like, and the notification bell, and we'll catch you on the next one.
If there's anyone I want to do a bare-knuckle boxing match with, it'd be Andrew Hayes.
And get in the ring fight, Andrew Hayes.
You know why? Because he's short, and I could just push him.
Yeah, that's right. You just hold him at arm's length.
He's just right there. Yeah.
Oh, Andrew would be a perfect character in like a Guy Ritchie boxing type movie.
Yeah, because he would seem like not intimidating at first.
Yeah.
But then he would pose
everybody down.
Be a massive threat. Yeah, he'd go for the knees.
He would punch everybody right in the nuts.
Oh, Andrew Hayes is totally a nuts puncher.
He's a nut puncher.
Yeah, you get that vibe from him. He's not a guy who goes for the body. He goes for the nuts.
Yeah, he's called Andy Nuts. For
and honestly, Andrew nut punching is like totally overlooked.
Yeah, it's a totally viable combat technique.
It's a valid combat technique,
and
dude.
You should get points for that.
When you want to survive, hit the nuts. You see all these fights happen all the time on like Twitter, and I see these like fist fights. I'm like, why does no one go for the crotch?
Fight done.
Like you go for
fight
the crotch.
over.
You don't want you're paralyzed if you get someone in the crotch.
Yeah,
and
down for the count.
That's a great thing, Andrew. Your head height reaches the average person's crotch.
That's right.
So you're
nut
able
height.
to like just
speed bag on it, man.
Any fight. The problem is, Andrew, when you're fighting, you're going for the body. You're going for the head.
Come on.
But dude, you gotta like jump on a trampoline to do that. All right.
Nut up.
No,
or
just
shut
get them
up.
right in the crotch every single time. Embrace the crotch punch.
Embrace the crotch punch. Absolutely.
Snatch.
He's got a nut punch the size of a fist.